Sunbeam, coming to take us
Survivor,
home.
we
Yeah!
see you.
Hi!
Man, I don't know how you held out down there.
Because I'm awesome.
We
I'm
broke an
a
atmosphere.
survivor.
We're descending towards the landing site.
Yay! Come get me. Take me
Is
home.
that a building down there?
Yeah, it's a building.
What
It'll
do
be
you mean
fine.
you can't identify it?
It'll be fine. Relax. Come on, come get me. Hey there, Subnauticans. Cougar here, back with more of our heavily modded playthrough of the amazing underwater survival game, Subnautica. We're picking up right where we left off at the end of the last episode, out here at the mountain island, waiting for the Sunbeam to arrive and take us back home to see our families. Gonna see Mom and Dad again, Grandma and Grandpa, Sister Sue and Brother Billy. Won't that be fun? Really looking forward to that. That'll be great. In the meantime, the 10 minutes we have remaining, I think that's going to be plenty of time to get in here into this facility and do what we need to do in here.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
You analyze that structure. That's one of the things that you're best at, so get to it.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Translating unknown languages, another thing that she's really, really good at, so.
Your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
Well, then, we should probably head to the lower section. Doesn't that sound like a plan? That sounds like a plan. Important data downloads for you to read at your leisure. Some ion cubes.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Enhanced platform schematic. Translate that language, honey. Whee, that's so fun. Yep, here in the Cyclops-sized moon pool. Isn't it awesome? I want one. Who doesn't? Maybe in the DLC, who knows? Alien rifle. Thank you for not having actual rifles. Well, stasis rifle, propulsion cannon. OSHA would not be happy with this building's designers. Look at this. No ramps, no guardrails on these ramps. You could easily plummet to your death. Not a very safe workplace, I must say. But who knows if this even is a workplace. For all we know, it's a theme park. And you're supposed to run up these ramps, run up and down the ramps with no guardrails as a form of entertainment. I don't think that's really what this was for.
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
Well, we should probably check it out then. What do you say? Hey, what's this? Oh, this looks important. Let's poke it. Yeah, I'll just put my hand here. Everything should be fine. Whoa, hey! Oh, hi there. Oh, you're cute. Do you want to be friends? Yeah? Oh, oh God! That's not how my friends know.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
Under quarantine? Am I an infected individual? Why don't we perform a self-scan?
Translating background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank. Self-scan complete.
Ah.
Bacterial infection in your system is progressing. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
Skin irritation? I thought that was just wetsuit rash. I thought that was just chafing. Turns out no. I'm infected with an alien virus. Portal through here. Don't need, aren't going to use. Okay. So we're infected. We need to get cured. We'll do that soon. Oh, that was a crappy dive. That was like a cannonball. Goodness. Alright, we will exit from the facility the Subnautica way, which means swimming. Never go swimming with bow-legged women. That's what my grandpa used to say. Of course, my grandpa was freaking crazy, so who knows. Hi, Warper. You don't want us, do you? Nope, he doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. That's fine by me. Hey, now, remember the last time we were down here poking around, I said I think that there are 4 purple tablets on this island. Yeah, there are. Look, here's the 4th one, right down here. So, there are at least 4 purple tablets on this island. There is 1 on the beach next to the entrance. There are 2 down in these underwater caves, and at least 1 in the above water caves, up in the mountain itself. So 4 purple tablets available to you here. And in fact, there's even, you could even make it 5 if you did not need the data download. Oh, that sounded like a warper may have seen me. No. Oh, yep, there he is. Nope, he didn't see me yet. Good, he doesn't know I'm here. Yeah, you could probably get 5 out of here if you did not use the one that you need to get through this first door. You could swim in through the moon pool and then get into the main facility from there. There's nothing you really need in this first section except the data download. And I don't even know that you need that, but you could swim in and proceed through to the control room from there without using this purple tablet here. So we got 3.5 minutes to kill before the Sunbeam arrives. Let me use that time to swim back out and find a couple of prey fish to kill and eat. Ooh, a peeper and a Reginald. Really couldn't ask for anything better than that. Reginalds are the most nourishing fish in the game. Yeah, 120. And a bunch of reclaimed water. Good to go. So in the 2.5, 3 minutes we have remaining, we can talk a little bit about what else we have planned for today. At the beginning of last episode, if you remember, I said that what was on the agenda for that session was to get out to the Dunes wreck and the Deep Grand Reef wreck, hit those last 2 wrecks. We want to hit those wrecks because there is one thing that I think that we are actually going to need that is going to be mandatory if we want to finish this playthrough using nothing but the Seamoth to get down to the lava zones. And it is still my intention to build the Prawn and the Cyclops, even if we don't need them down there, just to show off the mods that are available for them. For the Cyclops, that would be the multi-mod aspect that increases the speed and maneuverability of the Cyclops. For the PRAWNSUIT, there are a number of prawn upgrades that we could show off, including the QUICKMINER mod that basically quadruples the speed at which you mine with the drill arm. A couple of quality of life upgrades, including the ability to turn the PRAWNSUIT headlight on and off, and access the PRAWNSUIT storage from inside the Prawn, and an aspect of the multi-mod that allows you to that lengthens the grapple arm rope, so you can fire the grapple arm farther. I'm just killing time here until the Sunbeam arrives. We're down to 39 seconds. Can I dive off of here without dying? Oh, that's close. Let's try it. The gun started to move. Turn my HUD off. F6. Just turn off my HUD. Sunbeam, coming to take us home. Yeah. Hi.
Man, I don't know how you held out down there.
Because I'm awesome. I'm a survivor.
We're descending towards the landing site.
Yay, come get me, take me home.
Is that a building down there?
Yeah, it's a building. It'll
What do
be
you mean
fine.
you can't identify it?
It'll be fine, relax. Come on, come get me.
Hold on. No turning back now.
Yep.
Physicians, everyone.
Physicians?
Down in 10, 9,
9, 8?
It's coming from the buildings?
Yep.
Change course. Set thrusters to full.
Oh noes! The Sunbeam! She is blowed up. All those little ones and zeros aboard the Sunbeam are now plummeting into the sea as little fiery bits of ones and zeros. Isn't that sad? Oh, we got a good time of day for this, didn't we? The sun going down. The moon here. Now, I like to hang around here until the gun reholsters itself, which should happen any second now. There's just something so matter-of-fact about the way it puts itself away. Yep, killed a bunch of people. My job is done for the day. Mission accomplished. Good job, gun, you bastard. And with that, our mission here on the mountain island is accomplished as well. So let us continue with our adventures today. Our adventures being to find the reinforced dive suit is the bottom line. That may take us out to the Dunes wreck, and we'll eventually hit the Deep Grand Reef wreck as well. But we also want to get the...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. We also want to get the Cyclops built, and with that in mind, I'm going to take us on our way back home to base. I'm going to take us over toward the nose of the Aurora to look for Cyclops bridge fragments, the 2 remaining Cyclops bridge fragments that we need in order to obtain the entire Cyclops blueprint. I'm keeping an eye out here instead of beelining it over there because there is another wreck, another mini wreck around here somewhere that we have not yet explored, and I would like to explore if I can find it. it's going to be a little bit hard in the nighttime. It's a mini wreck, so I don't have the location in my head. Oh, this could be it. Yep, this is it right here. Alright, yeah, we're going to make a little pit stop here. We're going to check out this mini wreck. See what it has to offer before continuing through to the nose of the Aurora to look for bridge fragments. Alright, hang on. What is our... I gotta turn my... Ooh, goodness. I gotta turn my HUD back on here. Because I'm not sure what our Seamoth health is otherwise. Ah, yeah, okay. She needs a touch up. And I think that bone shark just moved her really far away from the wreck. Where'd the wreck go? Wow, how did it get us so far?
Detecting volcanic activity and several unusual electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution when diving deeper.
Yep. The electromagnetic signatures would probably be the amp eels. Oh, and the bone sharks. Oh, come on. Leave her alone. She's not hurting you. Let me wedge her in here. See if we can deter the bone sharks a bit. Well, that's horrible, but it'll do. Great. Flood lamp we don't need. Oh, it was giving me the scan indicator for something there. What did I just mouse over? Mod station we don't need. Mod station we don't need. Plant pots bench we don't need. I think that's it. Now, after our disastrous excursion down in the Lifepod 17 wreck, I'm not going through that air vent without topping off my oxygen. Are we ever going to find our way out of here? Wow. We don't need the power transmitter. Take that. Take that. Take that. There's a data box down there. Data box is the reinforced dive suit. Hey!
New blueprint acquired.
Guys, that is exactly what we were looking for. That is huge for us. We now no longer even have to visit the Dunes wreck, which I freaking hate doing because there are so many damn Reapers out there. It is quite dangerous to go out into the dunes, and I'm just not terribly familiar with the dunes in general because I don't go out there unless I absolutely have to. All right, we're not going through there until we have more oxygen. Yeah, and I think I already mentioned that another thing we want to do is to actually build the ultra high capacity air tank, which we have the blueprint for, but we've never actually bothered to build yet. I don't know if do we want to... Alright, we'll go ahead and cut this. Watch your eyeballs. Oh, I'm gonna have to swap out my batteries here because I don't have a spare on me. We don't need the habitat builder right now, so we can use that. We can use the hab builder's battery. Now, I'm not even sure why I'm doing this. There's nothing else that we really need from any of these wrecks. But don't argue with Cyclops sonar upgrade, okay?
New blueprint acquired.
And a data download for us to read.
Integrating new PDA data.
Alright. I think the only other data box that we may not have at this point is maybe the Cyclops Depth Module Mark 1, and we may not have the Cyclops Shield Generator either, but I don't know how much we're going to need either of those. Let me just drink some water here. If we're going to try to do this mostly with the Seamoth. So, I mean, we'll still visit wrecks. We'll still visit the Deep Grand Reef wreck, and we'll visit any small wrecks that we stumble across. But if I can avoid going to the Dunes wreck, I will. Oh, leave me alone.
Integrating new PDA data.
I'm not really a doctor. I know that's what my ID says, but I never have been. Cheated the medical exams. What does a doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for. Doctors these days read diagnoses off of computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when
Ruby.
I'm not connected to the main network? I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
Yep. Yep, I think you're actually going to die down here too. In fact, I think that's what happened. So sad. So... Oh! Alright, banged out Lifepod 12. Which is... doesn't really have anything interesting for us, except that it does serve as a good reference point for finding the entrance to the Deep Grand Reef here, which is close by. Actually, it's about 400 meters north of here at 400 meters depth. But for now, we are heading over toward the nose of the Aurora to look for Cyclops bridge fragments. And we're basically there now. Yeah, I was just about to say, we don't want to head too far over in the Moth because this is Reaper territory. Let me just get my bearings here. Oh, Reefback! Suddenly, Reefback! Hello. Let me just see how close we are to the Aurora here. Okay. Alright, now we're going back down. We can get a little closer to the Aurora, I think. Okay, but we will leave the Seamoth here. Will we leave the Seamoth here? Let's risk it a little bit and see how close we can get to Reaper territory without actually attracting the Reaper. Because there's usually a good chance of finding Cyclops bridge fragments over here. I'm never one to pass up a loot box. Ah, I never know what you're gonna find, like a battery. Another battery. That is actually very handy right now, isn't it? Because I had no spare batteries on me. And I now have an empty battery in my habitat builder. Don't mind me, I'm just looking around for Cyclops bridge fragments and seeing none. My inventory's full. Alright, let's go back to the Seamoth. Take advantage of the mod that allows us to access our Seamoth inventory from inside the Seamoth. And dump off some of this stuff.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So I hit 2 to bring up my storage. It's already got some stuff in it, but... Oh, please, will you leave me alone? Alright, that frees up some space. Actually, can never... I would rather have water and health packs versus lithium. Alright, let's push our luck a little bit. And try to use the Seamoth. Oh, jeez. One spadefish takes me down by 30% health. Yes, thank you for reminding me that the multimod also ups the damage to... Oh, bridge fragment. The multimod also increases the damage that your vehicles take, which is fine. You know, I'm using so many mods that make this so much easier. Having a mod that makes it a little bit difficult... a little bit more difficult is fine by me. It's not the end of the world by any means. Alright, let's just take a look around, see if we can find our third bridge fragment. That's it right there. Yep. Bingo.
New blueprint acquired.
Guys, we can build the Cyclops. Mission accomplished at the nose of the Aurora. We can now head back to base, but what's our inventory? We've got a lot of space in our inventory here. Oh man, I should jump out and repair this. Now, if you notice in the upper left-hand or upper right-hand corner, we've got the blueprint tracker mod running. It tells us that we need rubies to build our power cell charger. Let me pull up the tracker again. Pin the Mark III depth upgrade for the Seamoth. Once I find it. Mark III upgrade. That also is going to require rubies. I can unpin the battery charger because we have one of those now. So we will need three more rubies in order to build the power cell charger and the Mark III depth upgrade for the Seamoth. Now, we happen to have the Lifepod 19 signal that we have not investigated yet. So, as we head on our swing back toward base, why don't we head out to the Lifepod 19? Because I know that there are lots of rubies to be found in that area at a relatively shallow depth. Another great place to find rubies is out in the dunes at the thermal vents out there. But if we can get these at Lifepod 19, there'll be no reason to go to the dunes, which is a very dangerous and slightly silly place. It's really not silly at all, it's just terrifying. So, I will avoid the dunes. It's probably the biome in which I've spent the least amount of time, with good reason, being that I'm not stupid. there's not much worth doing out in the dunes, considering the incredible risks you run going out there. So let's just try to avoid that adventure if it's at all possible. All right, entering the crags. Just beyond the crags, we should start seeing some deep cave-ish areas that should provide us with buttloads of diamonds. Kind of coming at this from an unusual angle, coming from the front of the Aurora. This is where we want to be. I said diamonds, I meant rubies. Lots and lots of rubies down here. Unfortunately, it's nighttime, I believe, so it's going to be a little hard to see them. Sure, I'll pick up a piece of quartz. Why not? Another one? Okay. Well, I don't think we've ever scanned one of these vents. Look at all the peepers. The glowy peepers coming out. Look, he's glowy. I wonder what that's about. I know what that's about. Oh, get off me. I hate you. Get off me. I'm gonna have to kill him. Oh, I wish it was daylight so we could see these things. You know what I haven't found so far is I have not found a single time capsule. Now here's some eye stock. I don't know if I really have the inventory space to waste on picking up an eye stock sample, but we will need that for, spoiler alert, we will need that for the hatching enzyme. Oh, did I just mention no time capsule? And look what I see right over here. Ha ha! What'd they get? What'd they get? Oh, oh, whoever stocked this time capsule knows me quite well. Filled with nothing but coffees. I love it.
30 seconds.
Oh, good on you, my friend. You are my best pal. Because I have not found, scanned, or made a coffee machine, and I am, absolutely craving some crunchy Subnautica coffee. Oh, it's so delicious when you bite into it. Thanks for the time capsule, coffee lover. That was probably a Starbucks lover. I know there are more rubies around here. I'm just not finding them. There they are. Oh, there's a bunch here. Okay. One. Two. There are more down there, but let me see what's in this box here. Nothing. More rubies up there too. Alright, let me grab these up here and then go back down. We're going to be full up on the rubies. You always need more copper. Breaking those limestones. Thermal plant or nuclear plant fragment over there that I don't need. Rubies, rubies everywhere. And you need a bunch of them. Might as well pick them up. Alright, I think that's enough out of this chamber. Let's continue on and try to find Lifepod 19. There'll probably be more at Lifepod 19. Oh, there's one more. I could go in and read that time capsule entry. Now doesn't seem like the best time to do it, though. Inventory full. Well, because I picked up all those coffees. I gotta eat a fish, too. Luckily, it's Reginald's. Come here. That was just one of the thorns from the tiger plant down there. Those don't do much damage. Alright. Let's call that a successful ruby gathering operation and head back up to the surface to get to Lifepod 19. We don't have to get all the way to the surface. We just need to get out of that little cave and find the next little cave. More rubies. Look, rubies all over the place.
Integrating new PDA data.
Keen, this is Aurora. Come in. This is Keen. Lifepod detached to OK planet fall in 30 seconds.
The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there.
Understood, but
They are your responsibility now. Don't let them down.
Captain, you need to evacuate.
Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent.
Captain!
Well, it was marginally
Location uploaded
controlled.
to PDA.
It was fairly controlled descent.
Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, so that gave us the beacon for the floating island. We don't need, we know where the floating island is. We haven't been out there yet, but we will eventually. There's nothing we really need on the floating island right now. I mean, there are the plants. We will definitely want some plants eventually. Might as well check this out, as long as we're here. Watch your eyeballs. But as far as the the floating island is concerned, there's nothing we really desperately need off the floating island. We'll get the plants so that we can grow some food. Is that it? There's nothing in here? Just some lab equipment? Well, oh man, my inventory's full. I was going to say it's the first lab equipment we've found. We might as well bring it back to base for decoration, but our inventory's full, and it's full of good stuff that we don't really want to drop, so yeah. So let's head back. So we've got the multi-purpose room already. We don't need that off the floating island. We don't have the observatory, but I wasn't really intending to build it anyway. Really, the plants, the edible plants, is really all we need off the floating island. So we'll get out there when it seems like the right time. It doesn't right now. For now, let us take our newly gathered rubies. How many of those did we pick up, by the way? A lot. Excellent. Let's take our newly gathered rubies back to base, build the Mark III depth module that, with the help of the multimod, will allow us to get down to 1700 meters depth. And let's build a power cell charger because we don't have one. And we may want one at some point. Ow. Ow. Home sweet home.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. All right, we are home. You know what we need to build in here is a vehicle console. We haven't built one of those yet. I don't suppose I have what I need to build that on me, do I? Put a new battery in. Console is here. Computer chip, copper wire, titanium. Titanium may be what's holding us back there. Plus maybe some a copper ingot. Let's not do that. Compressed rubies, I think we can burn 10 of those rubies and still have enough for what we need. Looking up at the upper right hand corner here, we need titanium and an advanced wiring kit for our power cell charger, and we need a titanium or a lithium plasteel ingot for our depth module upgrade. So we need to drop some of this stuff off in order to go out and grab some more titanium. Oh, there's an old cooked Reginald. I might as well eat that. It's not that old. We'll hang on to the purple tablets for now. Everything else I think we can get rid of. We don't need the quartz. Probably don't need the copper on us. I'm gonna have to build another locker here. We're almost full up. Alright, so in order to finish the last two things that we wanted to do today, we need to get a bunch of titanium. And a couple of coral samples. So let's head back out into stalker territory, because where there are stalkers, there's titanium, like right there. And here, and here, and over here. Just like that, 6 pieces of metal salvage. Thank you, stalkers, for gathering up all the metal salvage for me and dropping it right outside my base. 6. How about 6 pieces of metal salvage? Thank you, stalkers. Doing a good job, stalkers. And look, leaving me some teeth as well. Teeth. Teeth. Oh, doesn't the texture on the teeth look great now? It used to be a little bit more basic. It really looks cool now when you see them lying around. Alright. Alright, back to base. If I have a little bit more room, I'll pick up a couple of table coral. Alright, 4 works. And if I'm passing right by a coral tube... No, I don't think we have... we have enough space. I'm just looking for some food. I want to take advantage of our custom food mod. Get couple of pieces of giant coral tube and build custom food to fill our bellies. But first, let's break down all that titanium. You know what I'm realizing? We don't even have to. We can take advantage of the EASYCRAFT mod. The EASYCRAFT mod is going to make the advanced wiring kit for us. It's going to make the computer chip and the wiring kit that we need in order to make the advanced wiring kit. And it's going to... The modification station is also running off of EASYCRAFT. So this will make the lithium ingot for us. Oh, I need the depth module off the Seamoth for us. And now the modification station using EASYCRAFT will make the lithium ingot for us, the plasteel ingot, excuse me, and make us our Mark III Seamoth depth module that'll allow us to get down to 1,700 meters in the Seamoth. And isn't that going to be fun? Let me tell you folks, if you have never taken the Seamoth down into the lava zones, it is a blast. It is so much fun. So that is something to look forward to for all of us. Let me just make a last couple of things that I need to craft the power cell charger. And, hold on, power cell charger. Because I think I have an empty power cell somewhere. This one's at 90% charge, but I think I have an empty one in one of these. Yes, I know it would be much easier to find if I actually used the AUTOSORT feature of the AUTOSORT lockers. Yes, I know. I know. Deal with it. And then, let's see if we have everything we need to go and build the vehicle console in the moon pool. We should. Console, yep, good to go. Alright, great. And now, first of all, let me just change my colors here to my standard Hornet colors. And then use the fabricator here to make a Seamoth perimeter defense system. Now, this fabricator is also taking advantage of the EASYCRAFT system, so it's going to make the polyaniline and the wiring kit for us because we have all the ingredients for them. We just don't have to run around and retrieve them from our lockers, which is not that much fun. I also want to make a second storage module. And put in our perimeter defense and our second storage, and then stock our storage with some basic gear. Actually, I thought I had a... Oh, that's gonna be the new one. It's empty. Because I had a bunch of stuff in one of these storages, right? Yeah. Alright. And as I mentioned once before, I think, the... Oh, I want to leave that water in there. Let's leave those waters. And let's leave a backup battery in there as well. I'd also like to put a backup power cell in there at some point. This one should be charged up. The 90% one will be charged to 100. So I can put that in there. And then I need to build another storage locker. I did not mean to do that.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Systems online.
That was not actually what I intended to do. So drop off that power cell as a backup. I could put a nutrient block in here as backup. And maybe we'll need the purple tablets wherever we end up, so we'll put those in there as well. Okay, that looks pretty good. One last thing here. Let us make a titanium ingot out of all that titanium. And then what's left? Not much, really, huh? We can make... Let's make one more storage locker and drop off even more of this stuff. And then... Then what I think we do is... Oops, wait. I want to make a cake. I don't need the stalker teeth. And then we'll use the custom food mod to make me a boomerang cake and a bladderfish cake. I might eat up that bladderfish cake right now. Yep. No. Boomerang cake. Okay. Oh, you know what else we wanted to do? The last thing we wanted to do before we set out on the next leg of this adventure is to build the the high-capacity air tank. Oh, and for that, all we need is to remove our high-capacity air tank and make the ultra-high-capacity air tank. Which will raise our O2 capacity to 225 seconds, I think, right? 225? Yep. So that's excellent. And I think that's going to be it. I think we are now ready to proceed on with the next leg of the adventure, which is going to take us down into the Deep Grand Reef to visit the Deep Grand Reef wreck and take us to... We're going to skip ahead as far as storyline is concerned. We know where the Dagazi base at 500 meters is, so we can just head there on our own. We don't need to go out and get the signal from the floating island, since there's nothing out on the floating island that we desperately need.
All systems online.
Great. Oh, shoot. You know what I wanted to do before we head out is just make a compass. That's something that I've keep meaning to do and I haven't done yet. And
Welcome aboard, Captain.
and you know, it's not vital, but it's so cheap to build. Why not just build it, right? Is it a tool or is it equipment? It's equipment. So EASYCRAFT will make the copper wire and the wiring kit for us, and now we have ourselves a compass. That was quick and easy. I should have done that a long time ago. Alright.
All systems online.
Hang on, before we go too far, let me unpin this stuff that we don't need anymore, which was the Seamoth mod and the power cell charger. I already got the power cell charger. Oh, look, we don't have the thermal plant unlocked. We should be keeping an eye out for those fragments. We can make a Cyclops and a PRAWN. But we're not going to do that right this second. And in fact, I think we are nearing the end of the episode. Not quite yet. Don't go anywhere. We are going to find the red grass and the border of the red grass and the creepvine forest on the left. We are going to ride the border of the red grass and the creepvine forest on our left in a generally southwest direction. Until we get to the end of this stretch of red grass. Then we are going to look off to our left and find this little ravine heading down into the deep Grand Reef. And at this point, I think we are going to call this an episode. And in the next episode, we will go down into the deep Grand Reef. We will explore the wreck down here. And we will visit the Dagazi base down here. Now that our Seamoth is capable of going down to 1,700 meters, really the sky's the limit in terms of what we want to do here. That could be thermal plant. Yep, it is. It'll be the second part of our thermal plant blueprint.
New blueprint acquired.
Great. So there's a warper out there. I'm just trying to keep my eye on him. So here we are at the Deep Grand Reef wreck, and in the next episode we will go in and get what we can out of this wreck and then continue on wherever we want, really, down into the deep zones and do what we want to do down there before making our final preparations for endgame and taking us down into the lava zones, etc. Alright, so thanks for watching, everybody. Leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the heavily modded playthrough. As always, thank you so much to all the modders for all their hard work in getting these mods to us and making this heavily modded playthrough possible. For now, everybody, stay safe, stay dry.